Hello. Hey, 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 hey. Hey, anybody on here live yet? I want to say thank you so much for joining me. Thank you so much. Yeah, for those of you that may be catching the replay, I just want to say thank you. It is our weekly edition of Talk It Up Tuesday, brought to you by Be Well Magazine. Hey guys, listen, my name is Carmen Ray, and I am the founder of Be Well Magazine. Listen, if you're out there, put it in a chat. Let us know who you are. And Be Well Magazine and Be Well Networking Events is a company that's really been a coming together of over 30 years of my journey as an entrepreneur and my commitment to making sure that myself, along with some amazing coaches and consultants, that we are very, very committed to making sure that women entrepreneurs are able to be well connected, to be well informed, and to be well inspired. So, listen, if you're out there, please put in the comments who you are, where you're chiming in from. And if you have a website or you have a Facebook or YouTube, put it in the chat because did you hear me say, hey, Wendy, I see you out there. Did you hear me say one of our missions, one of our pillars is to make sure that we're able to be well connected? Well, that's one of the ways we're going to be well connected. We want to know who you are and what you do so we can go back later and check you out. So, listen, guys, today, what was on my heart was to share with you how over the top excited I am about one of these big projects. Y'all know, as women entrepreneurs, a lot of times we have so many things pulling at us, and sometimes we be getting stuff done, and we don't take time to celebrate those big milestones, those big projects that we finally got out of our off of our list. So one of my big projects was to create a course community on something that I could talk about, that I could facilitate, I could coach and support with my eyes closed. And that course community was recently released, and I'm so excited. But it really lends itself to how important it is that we build a community around our entrepreneurial journey. Because if it was up to me and I had to do all of the technology, all of the writing, all of the graphics, can I tell you that that particular project, my beautiful course community, would never have been done because that's not my skill set, is to do all of that. Could I have YouTube University and got it done? Yep, I sure could have, but it would have taken me even longer. So I'm just really grateful for my strategic and collaborative and really blessed partnership with Michael DeMine and We Merge Media, as well as Naturally University with Imani Ray. It makes a difference when you have people that really understand the art and the science of collaboration. So that's a little bit about what we're going to talk about today, is some of the content and the ways that you can eventually get access to the course community I've created. My course is called Four P's for Life. And yes, our audience, our primary audience is women entrepreneurs, y'all. But listen, one of the projects that I have been involved with for over 6 years allowed me to understand that before you can build a business, you got to build people. And I thought, what better person to start with as I'm preparing my business for the next phase is by starting with myself. Yep, I said, let me slow this thing down. I felt myself around the end of the spring just feeling exhausted. I mean, burnt out. I had a hard time gaining clarity. I felt like everything, all of the parts of my business that I thoroughly enjoy started feeling like a burden. So I just said, nobody is going to give you the sabbatical or the break that you need in business. This is not like we're on a corporate job or we're at a university and somebody can just say, okay, you could take a month off, a 2 month sabbatical. You can go ahead and take that time off. No, as an entrepreneur, sometimes you got to create support systems and people so you can take your own break. And that is exactly how the 4 P's for Life community was birthed. So let's talk a little bit more about it. And I want you guys to join in the conversation. If you come back and you catch this on the replay, please let us know your thoughts, your comments, your questions, because I'm sure that you have your own journey as women entrepreneurs. And I want to make sure that we all get a chance to hear from you. So here's where we're going to start. In today's fast paced world, so many things can make us feel out of control as women entrepreneurs. Let me share a few examples. Technology, innovation, like it's so much going on with technology. Like yesterday, I think it was yesterday. Yeah, I actually did my first live on Instagram. And I'm looking at all of these people, some coaches and consultants that I follow all the time. And sometimes we can get ourselves caught into consuming so much content. But can I tell you, as entrepreneurs, we need to be creating content. So I'm looking at people clicking their lives, popping up, and I'm like, wait a minute now. Let me just figure out, push these buttons on here on my phone until I figure out how to go live. So what if the first live is a mess? I can go back and do it, and I can do it, and I can do it. So I am excited to know that I'm not allowing social media anymore to keep me stuck to the point where I'm not even trying it. So it's so much new. It's always new things coming out. Threads. We got to look at our brand, look at who we are and who we're trying to attract and determine just a few. You don't have to do everything, but find out where your people are, where your audience is, and then we really have to work on mastering at least a few of these social media platforms. Just because they're free now don't mean they're going to always be free. So while we have access to them, we want to master them and leverage them to grow our business. So, technology innovation and social media is constantly begging for our attention. Many of us have responsibilities at our jobs while still trying to build our business. If that's you, listen, put it in the chat, put it in the comments, because I know that season all too well. We may have family members. We may be at a point where we're caring for loved ones. We still may have children. Listen, we could still have grown children that still need our attention and our time. We may have family members that require our time, money, financial stuff. It just seems like we're working hard. Hey, Wendy, you said that's you. Yes, we can have issues going on where we're working our business, we're working a job, and it still may not be enough to make ends meet. And sometimes it's enough to make ends meet. But listen, guys, we want to make sure that in this stage of our life that we're enjoying some things, because we know it's more to life than just paying bills and dying, right? So all this effort, and many times we're not seeing the financial benefits and the profitable results, right? So it's time to get back in our driver's seat and switch off the autopilot that's creating the watered down version of our life. That's exactly how I was feeling this spring. I just hosted a major, beautiful 10th annual retreat in Arizona. Then I back to back had a retreat in Milwaukee. I was releasing and working on magazines. I was building an amazing business with over 100 travel business partners. It was just too much. Can I tell y'all some such thing is just too much? And what I found myself in just a place of just stuck. I couldn't come up with anything. I was trying to think, okay, what do I want to do? And I sat down and I said, I want to really create a course community where I don't need to be in pursuit of anyone right now. I just want to truly be in a place where I can work on me and other women that's in my community that also have that may be at the same place. Y'all join me in this course community. So that's how the 4 P's of life came about. So Let's use these four P's to reset, to reposition ourselves, and to soar. So I made a decision to take off for the rest of this year and make sure I'm doing very, very minimum outside of working on me. I'm doing very, very little when it comes to my business. I'm maintaining, I'm having quality conversations, but I'm not pushing like I was before. And I have prioritized myself. I prioritize my own traveling experience. I just got back from my dream trip from Montego Bay, Jamaica, because I want to use this time, and I encourage you to do the same thing, to truly, truly redefine a few things and maybe expand on where we are in our business and take inventory on who is it that we already have in our network, or who do we need to add to our network that can help really reach that next level where we're trying to go. And it may be some people that you need to get out of your network, some people that you don't need to be connected with. And one of the ways you can tell if you're in the right place and you're with the right people is how do you feel when you walk away from that person? When you walk away from that group, do you feel elevated, or do you feel that they're trying to minimize you in any type of way? So we have good indicators to let us know clearly who it is we need to be in alignment with. And we need to know that those seasons can change also. So let's talk about the four P's of life. What do they stand for? The first thing is our purpose. And our purpose can change. Again, I've been an entrepreneur for over 30 years, and I can certainly tell you that my purpose when I was in my 30s and 40s and raising young children was very, very, it's very different than what my purpose is now at 60 in the second half of my life. So we got to really take time, journal, really do some deep, deep, deep stillness, I'll call it, where we really thinking about what is it that I want to do and how is my business connecting to my purpose and your purpose for this season. Again, because our seasons change and we just need to take time to revisit that. Then the second P is positioning. Oh my goodness, y'all. I cannot tell you. We are doing some amazing activities in the 4Ps community about positioning. How are you positioning yourself? And that positioning is in a lot of different areas. How are you positioning yourself as a woman entrepreneur? What is your business model? What is it that you're doing? Are you doing it and you really haven't committed to this being anything more than a hobby? Are you positioning yourself as a true subject matter expert? And once we decide what is our positioning, we need to evaluate what is that positioning right now? Where do I want to be positioned a year from now? Where do I want to be 5 or 10 years from now? Because here's what I know. Here's what the 30 years have taught me, that so many times we overestimate, we totally overestimate what we can accomplish in 1 year, but we deeply, deeply, deeply underestimate where we can be in 10 years. And when we're in our 30s and our 40s, we don't understand how fast those 10 years can come and go. But can I tell you, them 10 years gonna go by anyway? So it is so, so important that we think about how we want to position ourselves, and then we work consistently towards that purpose and that vision of our positioning. And then the third P is partnerships. Partnerships. What systems, what resources, what tools, what people do you want to be in partnership with, and understanding what is your role in the partnership? What is your role? How do you create win-wins? How do you create reciprocal relationships, and understand that they don't always need to be monetary, but us coming together with strategic partners to say, hey, this is my big vision. My big vision for Be Well Magazine is to make sure that I have a message and I have contributors that speak to the heart, minds, and the needs of women entrepreneurs. My vision is to make sure that I'm hosting complimentary retreat to support women entrepreneurs. I want our magazine to be international. So I made one of my best mistakes, not mistakes, one of my best decisions this year would have been a big mistake for me to try to take this on. But I really dug deep. I got still and I said, who would be the most amazing editor in chief? Who has been here with me from day one? Help me to totally help me to manifest Be Well magazine and take it and skyrocket it to the next level. And one of my dearest friends, Jojo Pie and Saroma, out of that California area, said, yes, Carmen, I am with you. I'm down. Let's take this magazine to the next level. So we have a whole community now with Be Well. And this is what I mean. I'm sharing this not to brag or be boastful, but just to let you know, it's so important that you establish as women entrepreneurs these relationships, these friendships, these partnerships, because you never know how they're going to evolve later. I had no idea when I met Jojo Pa 15, 18 years ago at an agency that we both supported in Milwaukee, that now life will have it to the point where our friendship, our business relationship has grown exponentially to the point where she was able to see the vision of Be Well magazine and not just see it, but willing to roll up her sleeves and help me to manifest it. So, y'all see what I'm saying about how important that we take the necessary time to work on these 4 P's. And that's what I'm doing with our course community, is literally walking through these 4 P's with you. We have a regular Zooms where we come together and you get a chance to share your purpose, your positioning. You're going to get feedback on it. And then we're going to talk about your partnerships. And then the last P is profits. The Be Well community is very, very clear about this is not a place to gather for hobbies. We are entrepreneurs, and one of our first milestones are shared visions, and our membership is based on helping women entrepreneurs to get to their first 100K. We have a 100K roadmap that we use to look at your business model, go through it with you, help identify what is your different areas of profitability, and how can we help you to get to your first 100K or your next 100K in your business. Because here's the deal, before we can access financial freedom, we first must have financial flexibility. And that's what we feel that first milestone is going to just change our posture. It's going to change our level of confidence and how much we can support our families, our communities, and to really be able to enjoy some things in life ourselves, y'all. So, don't let your entrepreneurial dreams go unfulfilled. Don't do it. We've come too far to stop now. So you should consider joining the 4 P's of entrepreneurship for women, not exclusively, but primarily women over the age of 50. Hey, I see JoJo Paul here now. She said, hey, Carmen, you glowing. Oh, thank you, JoJo Paul. Listen, y'all, I'm just in the season where I'm just I'm just loving this time because we don't know how long it's gonna last. Right now, my time is my time. Like I'm preparing when I finish this message today. Guess what? It's not even 6 o'clock yet in Arizona. But can I tell y'all, my bubble bath is ready and my pajamas are ready. I'm going to bed early because I can. I ain't got to get no permission. I don't need to make no excuses. I'm tired. I get up like 4 in the morning. So it's just that season. So what's some of the benefits that you can count on when you come to the 4 P's community? You are going to have the opportunity to be crystal clear and gain some clarity to build your business that aligns with your purpose. You're going to increase your level of confidence. We're going to provide you and allow you to see that you already got some strategies. How do we have a system of accountability and support you in those strategies? And then, last but not least, we're going to give you access to an amazing community and network that I have been cultivating and building for over 30 years. You're going to get a chance to get access to that. Do you know when people give you access to their community, that could be priceless? That is priceless. And so, listen, guys, thanks again. I really, really appreciate you joining me for this edition, sponsored by Be Well Magazine of Talk It Up Tuesday. I look forward to hearing from you all. Thank you if you were able to join us live. And if you caught the replay, good for you. Come back, leave some comments, and go to bewellmagazines.com. It is not too late for you to get your ad in the fall edition. You all take care and make sure you take charge.